Oh man, feels good, everybody.
That's good.
Bro, why you on my phone?
You said what?
Why are you talking about my phone? I literally got my AirPod in, bro.
Your AirPods connected?
Yeah, yeah. It says they are, but I don't care.
Oh, you're on your phone. You're not on your computer.
No, no. Yeah, no, I'm on my phone. I'm downstairs eating my breakfast right now.
Mm. So I just thought about something. So you get off at midnight and then you sleep like 4.5 hours to go to the gym.
That's what we're supposed to be doing, but we haven't been doing that.
I don't know about that one, Loki. I don't know about that one.
Yeah, so it's either pulling all nighter and sleep when I get back from the gym. 8:30, and I go for a walk with my mom. So it was legit like, well, I'm like really considering quitting this job because I legit just don't have free time. Like I don't mind working there. I don't mind the overtime. Like I want to live my life, but it's not a deal breaker to me. It's just like I'm trying to like focus on myself, getting my weight, getting my health up and all that. It really kind of is because like I just don't have time because I want I probably could, but
You're cutting in and out.
my fault, bro. Uh, I was gonna say that I could go after work to the gym. Or nighttime is usually when I'm able to play games like either you or Dylan or some of my other friends. That's usually when they're on nighttime. And then in the morning, I'm either asleep or if I do play games, nobody's on, so I'm just playing games by myself. And like I still want to have like a social life. It's just that I still want time to go work out and all that stuff, but I just can't find it.
It just seems like as of now, at least you just gotta make a choice. It's gotta be one or the other.
You was good, TM.
That's good, TM. No, I'm not hungover. Although this dude Ethan disrespected me last night. I'll pull up the text right now. I don't know if I told you this, Ethan, but no, but there was like one time. Now my tolerance is high AF. Like I drank like a whole bottle of wine by myself, and I didn't feel like anything. This
That's
dude said, I texted him when I got home, and I'll say I'll try to stay up. I did have a margarita and a bourbon, and I only had 5 to 6 hours of sleep. I meant to say five to 6 hours of sleep like the last 2 days, so it was already like foggy. This mofo said, "Don't tell me you a lightweight, gang. Like I'm Dylan or something.
bro.
Disrespectful."
My fault.
Yeah, that's your fault.
Hey, all right. Loki, I know if I want to talk because I remember when me and the boys we went up to Virginia Tech see one of the homies. We were playing a drinking game, bro. I had half a bottle of Hennessy left, and we were playing with a deck of cards, and then someone pulls out a certain card where they have to get a new drink, and they chug the whole thing, and they have to finish it. And while they're drinking their drink, your drink. So while he was chugging, I finished my half bottle of Hennessy, and he was still going. I was like, dang.
Damn,
I
bro.
it was like, yo, he did not do that. And after that, bro, I was gone. I don't really remember the rest of that night. But apparently, I threw up like I think 2 or 3 times. There's a trash can in front of me, but like I wait for the trash can.
Ugh.
Yeah,
I can't remember the last time I got blacked out drunk. Okay, it's been a while. I just drink moderately now because I didn't want that to become a problem for me because alcoholism is like a major issue in my family. But yeah, I haven't had the last time I had a drink was like the end of January was the last time I had a drink. Um, I ordered an old fashioned before I even ate food there.
that's crazy.
Um, yeah, then I had a blood orange margarita. It's my favorite margarita, hands down. That trying to be tasting so good. Pause. But but it was good. I mean, we were just bullshitting about work. That was
I'm
about it. Telling telling each other like work stories and stuff. We weren't really out that long. It was like 6 to 8.
Word. And if I'm out drinking, bro, I'm for a minute. I go lie.
But what's crazy was I forgot that I had to get my sister some lunch money. uh, so I did go out and I ran to the store. I was like a little tipsy.
Mm,
It was like pitch black outside. It was like 9 o'clock. There wasn't that much traffic there. Um, and yeah, I got cash back, and then I just ran back and I was chilling.
word, word. Uh,
That's crazy, bro. It's wild. Um,
any
but yeah,
like
but no, I was gonna take a nap like you said. But then I was like, oh, I forgot. I'm like, Daredevil dropped, so I watched that. I only sat through half the episode before I got pissed off, and I turned that shit off. And then I was just chilling. Then my internet was acting up, and I was like, well, I guess I'll just go to sleep then.
there's like
You were cutting in and out again, my fault.
nah, my bad, bro. But hang on, let me charge my Wi-Fi. Oh, do you hear me?
Yeah.
All right. I was saying earlier that like I don't think I've ever really had like a. Actually, no, I did have one mixed drink for my birthday. It was like a Red Bull with I forget, but I think that's the only like mixed drink I ever had. Everything I've ever drank was just like straight hard liquor.
Yeah, I just the burp and the old fashioned. That was actually my first time actually having straight liquor, but it was just a shot. Um,
I was
I didn't. I mean, it was alright. It low-key just tasted like beer,
ugh.
like just about. I'm not really. It is like beer, but like if beer was good. Because I used to the only beer I liked at first was the brand with the skull on it, like Tropic Force IPA. I forgot like what it's actually called, but it has like the skull dude on it. It's an IPA. Um, I liked those at first, and then I also started hating those um as well. But but yeah, I mean it was all right. If I went back there, I probably wouldn't get it again. I'd probably get like a blood orange margarita again and a passion fruit margarita. Some joints be slapping. Speaking of internet though, so the reason why we didn't stream like sometime last week was because of Eden's internet. Just want to put that out there. Although I don't really
All right, bro.
blame him because it was some goofy shit. I don't even understand how that even happened. Like was there like a reset or something?
As far as I know, no.
because like I'm like that's crazy. Like, how does like everyone else like connect to the internet like except because my computer does the same thing because we have two internet connections. We have 5G and the 2.4 gigahertz, and my computer only picks up the 2.4 gigahertz one, so that's why I have to use my LAN cable because it's like weak, so it will like disconnect from that bit all the time.
God, that makes sense.
Um, yeah, I was like, dang. So, but I'm off tomorrow. Um, and so I guess we could play Split Fiction either tomorrow in the middle of the night or tomorrow morning after you get back from the gym.
No, I'm not going to the gym tomorrow
No, you're not.
because I try to or we're trying to go Monday, Wednesday, Friday, but
Oh, gotcha. That's right. You
well,
said
like
the
you said,
3 days.
I guess it don't matter, but I don't know. But you don't want to play it tonight?
I mean, I'm down to play it tonight, but you get off at midnight, so it'll technically be tomorrow, which is why I said the middle of the night.
Oh, I thought you meant
Um, um, actually, you get off at 12 o'clock, so it will already be tomorrow when we play.
I thought you meant like tomorrow at the middle of the night, like at
Yeah, tomorrow at the middle of the night.
like Thursday. Tomorrow at the middle of the night.
Nah, bro. We can bullshit side. Yeah, we can run that joint tonight.
Yeah,
I'll probably take a
yeah,
nap. I
nah,
gotta run three workouts today.
neck, bro.
Yeah, because I didn't work out
I
last
can't.
night. I also didn't work out Monday, and I train legs the day if I don't have work the next day. So yeah, I'm gonna just do a 20-minute session of arms, a 20-minute session of chest, and a 20-minute session of legs today. And I'm not doing any cardio because that's all I've been doing like the past few days. It's just been cardio.
Yeah, bro. I can't wait. Whooping, bro. That's gonna be all my cardio, man. Dylan's gonna be like, yo, let's hit the treadmills. Gonna be like, nah, freak you, Dylan. I'm going back home to the pool. That's my cardio.
Oh,
That,
poor Dylan. Dylan needs to learn how to swim.
bro. Bro, grown man can't swim. But hey,
I
yo,
You can't really hold that against him. I mean, there's like a ton of things we can. I don't know how to. I still don't know how to ride a bike.
bro, what?
Straight up. I mean, I had no father figure from my childhood, so what did you expect? But yeah, I never learned how to ride a bike.
Yeah, nah, I guess
And
that's
in- and
fair.
in middle school, like for those who didn't know how to ride a bike, they didn't even know how to like teach you for real, for real. The class, like when we did that, they were just like, all right, if they just assumed that everyone knew how to do it. Um, but yeah, and so I remember I was by myself one class, and I was like trying to learn, and I couldn't figure it out, and I was getting like impatient and tired. So what I did was I staged a fall where because I was
Bro,
like on top of like this hill. I was on like I went to the bottom part of the hill, and then I like laid the bike uh on my leg, and then I just like laid there until like somebody noticed,
yeah,
and then yeah, and then I
that's crazy,
went to
bro.
they sent me to the nurse's office, and I just went to the restroom.
Dog,
Yeah, bro.
that that's looking crazy. I go lie.
That is looking crazy, but I was bored as fuck, bro. Like I'm like this. I can't learn how to ride this stupid bike. I'm just gonna fake this bit out, fake a crash, and then I'm gonna just fucking leave.
Facts. Nah,
Not even the
that's
That's not even
yo,
the
yo.
worst thing I did. When I was algebra, high school algebra 2, I had failed the first quarter. Um, and I had to get my grades up, or else I couldn't see Endgame because that was the year it came out. And so I was just like
Hey,
cheating like on all of my tests using photo math because we had that shit back in the day before y'all kids had
oh
like
yeah,
Chat GBT and whatnot. Um, and like the week before Endgame came out,
Yeah.
there, like, because all like that's how you do all trash fucking Alpha 2. Because even I would even cheat, and I would still somehow fuck it up. But it was good because it was like, okay, how is he getting hundreds all of a sudden? It would just be like 70s, 80s, a few 90s. But there were the test that we took right before Endgame dropped. I did get a straight 100 on that bit, and yeah, and then that's where I'm like, I know, like, I think I had like a
Dang, bro.
C. I had like a C in that class. And I'm like, listen, I mean, I'm not failing. I got a C. All right, I got 100 on this test, bro. I think I can go see Endgame. I think that's warranted, and it was.
Nah,
I cheated
factual,
on the test, and I saw Endgame opening night too.
bro. Bro, back in school, man, when Marvel was still hitting, dog. Bro, I remember when a movie dropped, whole gang talking about it. Bro, who y'all got in the Civil War? Y'all team Cap, y'all team Iron Man, dog. That was so hype. And
For
then like
real, bro.
Infinity War comes out, we're all like, yo, I can't believe Thanos really did that. Cause I look thought that they're gonna beat them then and there. I ain't gonna lie, but
I
nah,
knew they
that
weren't. I didn't know what they were gonna do, but I know at some point in time, like, it wasn't originally called Avengers Endgame. It was called Infinity War Part Two when they showed off the slate. So I was like, okay, so we're getting like a two-parter joint. So I didn't expect, like, like majority of them to like just like get fucking dusted. But I was like, I don't think they're gonna beat him right away.
like,
I'm not Drake, bro. I'm not Drake. Watch out.
yo, but I thought across the Spider Verse, for like they're about to get ready to like do the second half of the movie. I know it's just gonna like end like there, like the way.
Yeah, like they never. And you disconnected.
Oh, my bad, bro. I was trying to pull up the comments and I just left.
No, you good. Nah, but that's because like they never like marketed it as like that it was gonna be like a part like a part one or like a part two kind of thing. But they did say that they're making that bit like super long, so they were gonna like divide it up.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, they have to snap with this third film. They've got to snap with the third film
Oh,
because
so
the
that's Spider
first
Verse.
two
Yeah,
are,
yeah.
yeah, because the first two are just so fire.
I
Like
don't know,
it's so
man.
crazy, like how like diverse the Spider-Man fan base is and how that like everyone like in that bit fights all the time. But if you say that like Across the Spider-Verse or Spider-Man 2 with Tobey Maguire's your favorite Spider-Man movie, like they allow that to coexist, which is pretty wild because I thought for sure people would be like arguing like to the death about which film is better, even though they tell two completely different stories. Like you can't even really compare them. One's white, one is black. Kidding. Um, but yeah,
That's
I
crazy.
hope they snap on the third one, and I hope Shamik Moore can just like relax a little bit. I hope there's like no more, there's no more like he does no more like weird shit or like more stuff resurfaces because I don't think she's gonna
I
want to film
mean,
in the booth with them, bro, because they didn't do that in the first one. They didn't have all the voice actors in the same booth, I think, but the second one
yeah.
they did.
Just give me segregated then.
Yeah, I'll say I don't think she's gonna
My
like want
fault.
to be in the same booth.
Yeah, I mean,
If
like
you're gonna
I feel
segregate,
like
just
it's
do it
fine.
properly. You said what?
Like I feel like it's fine, bro. Like they don't need to be in the same booth. It's like, I mean,
Exactly.
he
Yeah.
didn't say anything problematic either. Like he just said like some weird things. And there's nothing wrong with being weird. You get me?
Depends on the context. But I mean, when you know that you did something wrong, and then with like that Liz Allen, the chick that played Liz Allen in Tom Holland's movie, and then did you peep the Travis Scott styled apology that he gave with the black and white filter?
Nah, he did that.
Oh, you didn't know? Yeah, when people because well, you saw the clip where she pointed him out, like she called him out because he posted that
Yeah.
picture of him and her and try to like and he like Well, I don't know if he tried to make it seem like it was something or people spinned it like it was something. But one of her friends saw it and then sent it to her, and then she told him that, hey, take this down, and he said, all right, bet, and then he still didn't do it, and so she called him out on social media.
Dang,
And I was
bro.
like, dang. And then he made like an apology, and it was like all like Travis Scott like, where it didn't seem genuine, and it was in black and white. I was like he was cooked, bro. He
That,
was cooked.
that's actually crazy. But still, like, he shouldn't like lose his job for that. They shouldn't like recast him for that. That's just petty. I feel like.
No, I don't think he deserved to be fired. Although people were saying that they should get. Do you know who NPC Miles is?
Yeah,
People wanted him to be the new Miles. I'm like, can you imagine, bro, if he was playing like Miles in like Hollywood, bro? Oh my god.
bro, that'd be so funny, man. And like
He's in
the
Friendly
stuff that they
Neighborhood
posted on
Spider-Man.
TikTok too. I took
He,
this
he's in
job.
he, he's in Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man actually.
He is.
He's there's in the I think they showed a clip of him in the trailer too. When Harry Osborn is getting jumped by these two
Yeah.
guys, it's this black kid that's like filming the fight. That was him doing that was him. He was the voice actor for that. And people were like, "Yes, we won. We got him in something Spider-Man related." Because bro, Mans is a certified crash show, bro. Honestly, he should have been the
That's
voice for
hilarious.
Prowler Miles. Even
Yeah,
though
I can see that.
he
Of
popped off
course.
after Across Spider-Verse dropped, if he was the voice for, he would be perfect for Parlor Miles, just a straight up crash out. Miles, can you
Yeah,
tell me who inspires you or what inspires you? Your mom. I have like a whole like library of just like the out of context clips of that, bro. Um,
it was so
man,
funny.
and he used to tweak when people weren't like like donating because he was like on like that NPC site and you have to like donate like roses or shit, which it costs like real money. He was tweaking like because people weren't donating anything, and then he was tweaking because people were donating galaxies, and so he had to like run around all over the screen, bro. Oh man,
His own success.
for real. What's good, Clueless? This dude heard MCU randomly and then just thought we were hating on freaking Tom Holland Spider Man.
I like Tom
I
Holland. Yeah, I like his Spider Man. I think he good.
think his Spider Man is fine now, but before No Way Home, I wasn't really feeling it. I think they started off strong in Civil War. I like what they were doing there, and then this mofo John Watts was, I don't know, he was doing something wrong behind the scenes. I will
Like
die on the silver. I will say that he, as of right now, though, he is better written than Insomniac Spider Man. Insomniac Spider Man is a little bitch.
I'm about to bring that up, bro. Holland, he's a good Spider Man. It's just the writers are like making him look bad. Like I think it's
Mm-hmm.
actually, but like, bro, the way they're writing him, nah.
His swinging scenes suck too. That's like a general nitpick people have. Like compared to I will say Andrew's Spider Man had the best swinging scenes, and that's in fact what the Insomniac games are based off of. And then Toby was early 2000s, so they couldn't do much, but it looked solid for its time. But this dude Tom, bro, like
I don't. Even, I don't.
I don't know, bro. Like the final swing at No Way Home, I thought it was good, but the thing was the camera was like shaking all over the place.
It didn't
And I was
lock
like,
in.
you didn't have to do all that. You could have just kept the camera still. Oh, I'm missing this comment. No, that's why I don't like. I do not like what they're doing with Daredevil Born Again. They are selling. They are selling on this show. And I went in with low expectations. I didn't expect it to be as good or even better than the original Netflix one. I'm just like, it just needs to be a good continuation. And they're fucking selling. Have you been checking out Daredevil, Ethan, or not?
No,
Man, I'll finish the show and I'll let you know if it's worth watching or not. I don't think you want to sit through that, bro.
dang, bro. All right.
It, it's Well, first of all, I forgot how many episodes it has, but we're 4 episodes in, and he still hasn't put the suit back on.
Bro, what?
Yeah, because he quit being Daredevil at the start of the show, and at this point, I'm just waiting for him to put the suit back on because this shit's lame.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy, bro. Perfect show is my shiz. And he's like, yeah, nah, I'm good off that.
I mean, it's taking the story based, well, not really necessarily story based on Born Again. I never even I hated the show low key since the beginning because of the title, because it's like, why is the show titled Born Again when they did the Born Again style, this Born Again story, like in the third season? But there's only 9 episodes. We are halfway through the show, and he still hasn't put his motherfucking suit back. Man, fuck that, bro. I thought there was like 13 or something. No, there's no way that's got to be wrong.
That's crazy.
There's no way.
I guess they just don't like Daredevil, bro.
Oh my god, bro. Well, because they were talking about, because they did do seasons 1 and 2. Because originally they were gonna do a soft reboot, um, and like keep like Daredevil and Kingpin like the same actor, and then the entire first season he wasn't gonna be in the Daredevil suit. And then Kevin Feige saw that shit. He was like, "Nah, this shit looks like fucking trash." He fired all the writers and then got in some new ones. And then so they decided to do a continuation of the Netflix, which should have just been from the start, I guess. Um, but nah. Do you want to leave in case I talk spoilers, or do you mind just staying?
It's cool, bro.
I'm not gonna talk about episode 4 because I didn't watch the entire thing, and I know Clueless hasn't seen episode 4. But the first 3 episodes are fucking dog shit. Number one, okay, I was glad they brought back Foggy and Karen, his homies. And they said we're gonna they hyped them up in the marketing, saying, yeah, we're gonna bring back them. And then the chick that plays Vanessa, which is Kingpin's wife, Foggy dies in the first 15 minutes, and then people are all sad. Meanwhile, I'm pissed off because it's like, how are you gonna bring back Foggy just to kill him? And I know people have all these theories because in the comics, like Foggy like dies like, I don't know, like every Thursday it seems like, and he's like somehow still alive. But it's like, we don't know if that's gonna be the case. And they're saying he's gonna be in season 2. It could just be a flashback for all we know. Like he got shot in the chest by Bullseye. Bullseye doesn't miss. Speaking of Bullseye, his drip is fucking trash. I don't care if it's comic accurate. It looks like fucking shit. And the fight scene, why was the fight scene entirely in CGI? It looked fake as fuck. The choreography looked
Choreography.
fire, but the actual like the CGI, because they everything in that bit was CGI except like when they went up to the stairwell. A lot of people were criticizing how they didn't like how they were like staggering and breathing heavily. I liked it because that was the thing in the original show, because it showed like, Daredevil is human, and he can fight some people out, at once, but he's gonna get tired. Um, yeah, Foggy dies, and then Karen moves to like fucking San Francisco. Um, okay, sure. They skip to a year later. Actually, one thing I did like though was that because Daredevil, he got that super hearing, so he literally heard Foggy dying as he was fighting Bullseye, and Daredevil doesn't kill, and he tried to kill Bullseye. He literally like tossed him off the roof, bro. It was crazy. But Bullseye, he at the end of the third season, it was a three-way fight between Kingpin, Daredevil, and Bullseye. I think Invincible even posted the clip. It was like a gang beast like three-way fight, and it was like how like Dylan's gonna be after he gets his first set or something. I don't know, but yeah, but freaking Kingpin, pushes Bullseye's back like against like the corner of a wall, shatters his spine, and they surgically add. They did like some surgery. I think they added adamantium or some shit um to his back, so he was able to survive the fall. And this dude Matt, it's his trial like a year later, and this dude Matt was actually like tweaking in the courtroom because he was begging the jury to give him the death penalty, and he was pissed when they gave him, I think, like life or something. Um, and then the rest of the episode is just a fucking dud. I'm not gonna lie. Um, I forgot honestly what even happened. I forgot what happened in episode 1. So we'll cut to episode 2. They introduced the White Tiger. You remember the White Tiger, right, from Ultimate Spider-Man? Oh, this is muted.
Yeah, I
I'll wait.
do.
Um, well, it's not the chick because I think the chick was the second White Tiger, but it's this guy. His name is Hector. But yeah, so he's taking the subway. Some this kid is getting beat up by these cops. Well, which he didn't know that they were cops, but he tried to break up the fight. He helped the kid out. Um, so they're tussling. It's like a 2v1. He's beating the shit out of them. One cop trips off the subway platform. Boom! Gets smacked by a train and dies. And then the other guy says, "We're NYPD," and so now they're labeling him as a cop killer. So we got to episode 3. I'm hyped because I'm like, we're getting like an actual like courtroom scene. I'm like, let's go. And all I'm going to say is this: there is no way. It pissed me off how it went because he should have not been like set free. Number one, I forgot to mention, Kingpin is mayor, and he made vigilantism illegal in New York. Um, so White Tiger, actually, scrap that. Actually, I'm gonna go talk about something else which pissed me off because it was out of character for Matt, and it actually made me hate Matt Murdock. The 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 prosecution found out that Hector was the White Tiger, brought the evidence to the judge. Matt tells the judge, "Hey, listen, him being the White Tiger has nothing to do with this case, so we shouldn't proceed with this evidence." Judge says, "All right, bet you're right. We won't do that." Matt's sole case relied on finding the kid that was getting beat up by the cops and getting him to tell the truth, which makes sense because like if the kid was getting beat up because he was like a CI for the cops or something or like an informant,
Mm,
um, and so they're roughing him up trying to intimidate him. So the kid gets up on the stand. Um, And he straight up he tells Matt, he was like, all right, yeah, I'll tell the truth. He gets him on the stand. He fucking lies. He said that nothing ever happened. And then Matt just like lets him go. And I'm like, okay, so cut back to the end of episode 2. They found the witness, Matt and his team, but so did the cops, and the cops arrived there to kill him. So Matt got there first, told the kid to escape, and then he beat the shit out of the cops. And they can't say anything because it's like you can't. No one's gonna believe you if a blind lawyer kicked your ass. So you mean to
dang.
tell me though that you can beat up the cops, but you can't like pull your witness aside and like not beat
Threaten
him up,
them.
but like intimidate him or like say like, hey, you can tell the truth. I know that they're cops, but we can protect you or whatnot. He could have done something other than let him go. And so yeah, so bro was about to get the death penalty because he was on 2 counts of first degree murder, second degree murder, and manslaughter. Um, So Matt, what he does is after telling the judge not to go forward, or the judge and the prosecution not to go forward with the evidence of him being the White Tiger, he decides to out his identity as the White Tiger and then try to flip the narrative by having like a whole bunch of witnesses and even some cops coming forward and saying that the White Tiger vigilante is a hero and he saved my life and he's a protector of the people. And I'm like, you've got to be fucking kidding me. And even the judge called him on this. He was like, you told me not to allow this evidence, and then yet you made a mockery out of me in my courtroom and did this shit anyway. And then even Hector said the same thing to him. He was like, that's not your secret to tell. And I understand that the whole thing with Daredevil and the White Tiger is that he wants to keep being the White Tiger because it's a part of him and it's supposed to contrast Matt not wanting to be Daredevil. I
Mm,
get that. It's still fucking stupid though. So bam, we cut to the end. Matt must be like a really good lawyer because he got this dude off of everything, bro. Pause.
yo.
Which makes no like the first degree and second degree murder. I get that, but he definitely should have gotten manslaughter because had it not been for him, that cop wouldn't have tripped off the platform and got hit by the train. I'm not saying that he did the wrong thing, like he stepped in to help the kid out, but it is a fact that without him, no, the that cop wouldn't have died. So regardless, he beat the case. Regardless, though, vigilantism is illegal in New York. He's been labeled as a cop killer, and he got a second chance for everything. This dude puts on the white tiger suit again and goes out at night. And I'm gonna turn my camera on because I'm gonna show you what this mofo did, bro.
All right, bro.
Because like, listen, and my hair's a mess. All right, he's wearing all white. It's an all white suit with like black accents
Yeah.
on it. So it's the middle of the night, and he's sticking out like I don't know, like just like a white guy in pitch black darkness. I don't know. Like if I was in pitch black darkness, you would be able to see me with my skin
Yeah.
tone. Anyways, so yeah, he's suiting up with the white tiger suit. I'm thinking he's gonna be posted on like the rooftop or something, like Daredevil, like Spider-Man or Batman, some shit. Nah, bro, this dude just like walking in the middle of the street. He's like, gonna protect the people. Gotta protect the people. And then boom, here's a woman screaming, starts taking off running. I'm like, okay. I'm like, bet. Just running in the middle of the street, stops running, goes back to walking very slowly. And I don't know much about the white tiger, but I think their weakness is peripheral vision because some dude walked up next to him, put a gun to his head, boom,
Dang, bro.
wasted 2 episodes on this character just to kill him off. And I understand that, like, because the guy, the actor, R.I.P., he did die sometime in the middle of the show. But bro, he did. You could have got a double and put him in the suit and gave him like a worthy death, like he was like fighting crime or something. I don't know. Really, him walking in the middle of the street and he gets shot in the head. Like
That's actually crazy.
I was so fucking pissed. But then I got hyped because they were marking the Punisher in there, and then there was a leak set photo of Daredevil in suit with the Punisher in suit, and I'm like, okay, I'm like, let's go. So boom, it turns out to be one of the cops wearing the Punisher logo, because that's actually like a thing in the comics where like people were like using like the Punisher's like logo, and they'll like wear like they'll like spray paint his logo on like their body armor, or they'll like get it
Yeah.
tatted on their necks, to guess like kind of like justify doing like their corrupt things. And I'm like, shit. So everyone knew that it wasn't the Punisher that killed him, but we knew that the Punisher was coming. Pause. I just got spoiled because I looked up the episode list, so I know that the Punisher shows up um, at some point in the next episode, which I imagine would be the case given how it ended last time. But I didn't get to
Yeah.
that point. The point how far I got into it was he Daredevil goes to the morgue or the coroner's office or whatever to look at the body, asks the doctor or whatever for evidence if there's anything that he saw, yada yada yada. Um, Loads of bullshit. He gets another case assigned to this guy who was caught stealing, and they're gonna give him 30 days. And he was like, "All right, bet." So he met with them, and then homie was clowning on him for being blind. At that point, I would be like, "All right, well, I will be your lawyer then, bro. If you just gonna act like this, bro, fuck you." But he wanted probation,
That's real.
so it was said that this is like his fifth. He has like a 24-page rap sheet of like aggravated assault, robbery, all sorts of things. And so Matt told him, like, he was like, listen, if anything, it's a blessing that they're going to give you 30 days because they could have just given you more than 30 days, given that this is like the fourth time you've been caught stealing. So he goes back, he meets with the chick that assigns the sentencing or whatever at the courtroom. He's rizzing her up, he's spin gamma her, which is crazy because he's like literally like having a relationship with somebody on the side. And we'll get to that in a second too, because that ties into Kingpin.
Oh, snap.
Um, but so boom. So he was trying to get the sentence reduced to 30 days. She was like, listen, this is like his fourth offense. We might have to keep him at 30, maybe 35. He was like, all right, how about 15? She said, all right. And he's like raising her up. She was like, all right, how about 20? He pushed for 15 again. She was like, all right, this will be my last and final offer. I thought she was going to say 20 again. She said 10 days, including the day that he was in jail. So technically 9. He goes back. He tells him, listen, he was like, you only got 10 days. He was like, you just gotta get through the weekend and then the rest of the week, and then you'll be home free. And the dude
That's
was fucking
crazy.
pissed. And he was pissed. And he was like, you don't understand, man. Like the last time I was in jail, I missed my SSI appointment. And so, it's tough being on food stamps. And I just wanted to get some good dessert. So yeah, I stole like some caramel toffee from the the grocery store or whatever. And he was like, "You're expecting me to be happy with 10 days?" And I'm like, and I'm tired of the whole trope of like criminals and supervillains like telling the heroes that it's not fair for them to be like locked up. Like you remember in Spider-Man 2 when Miles and Martin Lee were going through like Peter's like mind,
Yeah,
um, and then this dude Martin Lee told Miles, sometimes this having a prison being put in a prison cell is not the right answer. And I'm like, I let it slide because I fuck with his redemption arc, but bruh, you were like a straight up terrorist in the first Spider-Man
not
game.
for real, bro.
You bombed City Hall. You were gonna you set up the Devil's Breath virus in the Grand Central Station, and then you were gonna call Norman Osborn to release the virus himself in there, and then you helped Doc Ock release the virus and mess up all the Oscorp properties, which affected the city anyway. I'm like, no, you're a terrorist. And on top of that, you killed Miles's dad. How are you gonna tell the how are you gonna kill somebody's dad and then tell his son that I don't think I deserve to be put in a cell? And then the next thing, it was in Suicide Squad killed the Justice League. Right before
Not
Harley
exactly, bro.
shot Batman in his head on the bench. She was like criticizing him for beating up all the crazy people. And I'm like, bro, y'all motherfuckers are crazy. He was just supposed to let y'all terrorize Gotham. And I'm like, y'all deserve to get your ass whooped and thrown in Arkham. Most
Yeah,
of y'all deserve the death penalty, if we're being for real. Like Joker. And Harley
yeah.
definitely deserved the
Maybe
death
let him
penalty too.
slide. Yeah,
So I'm like, I'm getting sick of this whole trope where like people are doing bad things and then they're upset because like their consequences have actions. I don't know. And that made me turn off the episode because I was like, I'm just getting sick of this. I let it slide with Martin Lee because I fuck with the redemption arc, but it's getting tiring. Now it gets a Kingpin.
yeah. Nah, for real, bro.
They and nobody is talking about this. Like I'll say, like 95% of reviewers are not talking about this aspect because I think they're choosing to ignore it. They made Kingpin a cuck in his show, bro. Because I don't know if you watch Hawkeye, but
Yo,
he was in Hawkeye. Um, I forgot exactly what happened, but somehow like Kate Bishop got the jump on him, and he got fucked up bad. So he and also Echo shot him in the eye. So bro took some time away to heal physically and mentally and emotionally. So he was away from his wife. His wife was fucking a dude um on the side, and so they're literally in like marriage counseling together. And I shit you not, this was in the most recent episode. The therapist tells him, uh, "Hey, um, Vanessa, describe his name was describe Adam." And then she was like describing him, and this dude Kingpin was feeding, and I'm like, I don't blame you, bro. She was like, it was like his hands, and I'm like, bro, I'm like,
yo,
you gotta be kidding, bro. They cucked the Kingpin, bro. They cucked him,
that's actually crazy.
and no,
Yo,
like 95% of reviewers are not talking about it. He's the mayor, and he's in a failing marriage.
hey, bro.
Crazy work, bro. Crazy work.
He tough on crime, but soft in the bedroom.
And they're not really doing anything much with him like being mayor because like everyone had the theory that maybe he became mayor to make vigilantism illegal, so that way he could do like his crime on the side. But if they do that, then that's stupid because he stated at the beginning of the episode that he didn't want his criminal. Like he actually, I think he said he wanted to be the mayor of New York to actually be the mayor. I think like have like a purpose to actually like help the city. And I think he cut all ties to his like the criminal stuff and whatnot. And Vanessa's like leading
The
the
criminal empire.
criminal
Yeah.
gangs and whatnot. Um, but I don't know. Like I said, I didn't even know we were halfway in. That pisses me off knowing that we're halfway in. I'm not really messing with the show. Um, maybe it will turn around at the end. I don't know. There was a cool thing though. When he made vigilantism illegal, he was like, say, we don't need groups of individuals to protect our cities, and he actually name dropped Spider-Man. He said, a man with a skull on his chest, talking about the Punisher, uh, a man with horns, Daredevil, and then he said, we also need a man dressed as a spider, running around the city, and people were hyped because it's like people wanted like a Daredevil and Spider-Man team up. Um, so it was kind of cool that he kind of like hinted at Spider-Man. I thought that was pretty dope.
Yeah,
But yeah, I mean, I won't say that's completely trash because like there's some stuff that are enjoyable. But no, that's why I said it's whack. It's not trash in the title. I said it's whack. It's easily like the worst season of Daredevil. And I like so far like I probably wouldn't give like any episode like a 5 out of 10 or above. It's like a 4 out of 10 or lower so far.
dang.
They selling.
Yeah, that's understandable.
But yeah, but that's my rant. That's my rant. My crashed out aside. I'm probably gonna get clipped. I don't really care. Um, but yeah,
After hearing all that, bro, I don't think I want to watch it. I ain't gonna lie.
I don't think I'll let you know if it turns around. But like, I'm never. This invisible said you sure will. Um, I don't cause like I hate when people always say like when they talk about shows that are good, they're like like you just gotta wait till like the fourth or like the fifth episode. Like, why can't it just be good
One
from
Piece.
people were saying that shit about WandaVision because like the middle episodes of WandaVision were fire, but like the first like two or three were those the first three people were like, yeah, I'll wait till episode three, then it gets really, really good. So I gotta suffer the first two episodes is what you're telling me?
It's okay. I
All
feel
right,
about
fair.
the Better Call Saul. I still got fish that joint.
I fuck with Better Call Saul. I think the last season is probably like the best one though. Because it takes place after like Breaking Bad.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Well, yeah, I'll probably say like maybe like the first and the last season were probably like the best. Not that like the in between seasons are bad, but
Really, the first one? The first one felt kind of
yeah,
slow.
it did. Like I mean, I'm cool with, like slow burn shows though, because I felt the same way about Breaking Bad. Like I was so into it, but it was like slow. But like it was like slowly like hooking you in, and then you got hooked, and then you had to like watch the rest.
It did peak after peak after peak.
Yep. Let's talk about a good show. Let's talk about Invincible
Bro,
because that final episode was crazy.
that finale was fire.
Mm.
I don't know where to start, bro. That Conquest Peach, fire. His pull up, fire. His fit, fire.
Facts.
His voice acting, fire. Shout out to Jeffrey D. Morgan.
Hmm. Like side note, like
They
I'm
put some more budget to the animation for that fight, bro. I saw. I was like, dang.
yeah, I'm like, why can't we have like this budget, like the animation be like the script, like even like his hair was moving different
Yeah.
in this episode, bro. I'm like, why can't we just have this constant? Because like I don't really like agree with like people complain about the animations, like because
Yeah, I don't think
it
it's
looks
bad.
solid for the most part. There were like some really bad ones. You and I talked about one. It was
Debbie.
Debbie,
Indian
yeah.
Debbie.
No, but there was one. You remember that episode? I forgot. You remember that episode where the when he went to the future to kill King Immortal?
Yeah.
It was the scene where the two guys they went back to the past to the
Twins.
Declaration of Independence. Yeah, and they were
Yeah.
running down the stairs. They didn't actually animate that properly though. Like they just like animated like the stairs moving backwards.
Oh,
And I
I have
remember
to see
thinking that
that.
it looked off. It looked so off to me. I forgot to mention that though. And then there was one of the roof scenes with him and Adam Eve. Like he like moved back and like his arms started like getting like a little bit cut off.
Oh man. That's rough.
But other than that though, it's solid.
Yeah. I think it's like really look for the mistakes to find them. Cause when you just watch it, you don't really like notice the first time. But the things you do notice the first time, bro, it's kind of rough. I ain't gonna lie.
Hmm. The only thing I really noticed was like the stairs and Debbie. I
Yeah,
didn't notice like the arm, the PNG cut off until somebody pointed it out. But I wish that Amazon would give them like a higher budget or something because like they should be able to like animate like something like crispy like within like a year's time, or we don't need like a
yeah,
new season like every year. Like I'm glad that we get that, but like I think like with animation, like I think like every like year and a half would be like acceptable.
yeah, yeah. I
I
think that's
and I think
fine.
another thing too is that like when like they do like those trailers of him in like in the cafe, like he was like talking to like I think like
Alan or
Cecil for
Cecil.
this one. Yeah,
Yeah,
Alan Cecil. Like that shit like looks fire, and that
it
doesn't
does.
translate into the show, unfortunately. And so I think they set people's expectations up way too high for like how good the animation was going to
You were
increase
cutting
from the
out.
first season, especially because my fault. I think like when you look at the animation
Like,
from like the marketing and then how
yeah,
they set they set their expectations up like way too high, and it doesn't translate to the show, and people get
yeah,
disappointed because there's nothing wrong with like the first season's animation. And in fact, the animation it was like it was great. It was fire, 10 out of 10. And so I think now people were expecting like bigger and better. Um, and I don't really think I think it's like an Amazon thing. I'm thinking that maybe they're just not giving them like as like a ton of like more money like they should. Which is crazy because that's like their
I guess
top
it's
three
a big
show,
game. So
top three show
yeah,
right now. Their top three is The Boys, Invincible, and Reacher. And The Boys and Reacher are live action, so they don't really need anything like super crazy. The Boys
yeah.
does use like a lot of CGI. Um, but they could definitely pour like a lot more money um into that studio.
No, they definitely good, bro.
There's a live action movie in the works. They
Live
got
action.
they got a live action movie of Invincible. They got that in the works, and they also got like a AAA superhero game.
Oh, for real?
Yep,
I mean,
they were doing a
actually, yeah.
crowdfunding for the
I don't
game
know how I feel
a
about
couple years
AAA
ago.
games now. You said what?
Mm. They did like a crowdfunding so people could donate to the game.
Oh yeah,
But I
yeah.
think it's gonna be like
That
open world and like story based.
that does sound fire. But I just hope it's not like a modern day AAA game now.
I got you. I see what you mean.
I I'd rather play like an indie game, honestly.
But Robert Kirkman's still behind it, so I think he could probably like snap with something.
Okay.
He just needs to find like a really good studio to
Like,
work with.
yeah.
Um,
I I'm
but
not
yeah,
sure how I feel
for
about like
now it
live
looks
action
fire.
Invincible movie though. I'm not gonna lie. That seems yeah.
Yeah, it is weird because it's like who would you cast though for real? Like who would be a good Invincible? Because like people when people do like animations in live action, people will say to do um the like take the voice actor, put him in live action, like like Kratos for example. But I don't
Yeah.
know, he just doesn't really give like that Invincible vibe for me, like physically. Steven
Even you?
Ewan. Yeah. Although he was in Mickey 17 though, and he was pretty good.
I don't know. I think he could be a good Mark.
Yeah, maybe. 'Cause I can't really think of like anybody who'd be like a good cast
I think Sandra
for
Oh
it.
would be a good Debbie.
So yeah, I think like keep Sandra Oh as Debbie and keep fucking J.K. Simmons as Omni Man.
Yeah,
There's
yeah. I
just
think
dye his beard like black and his mustache black, and then
he's
give
good.
give him like the J. Jonah Jameson haircut.
Yeah, just get that back to him. Yeah, yeah, and he's good. Basically,
Yeah, give him a wig or something, and yeah, then he's fire.
yep. Muscle
He's
suit.
he, in fact he still goes to the gym and he works out. He's like 60, I think.
Dang,
Um, yeah, so shout out, bro, for real.
trying to get like JK.
Um, but yeah, I thought the finale episode, it was fire. They went crazy. This is definitely like people say that this might be like the best season of the show, and I still think for me the first season is still the best, but it's entirely valid to think that the third one is the
I
best
think I'll
because
do it.
they went hard this entire season.
Actually, yeah, I think I saw that in the first season because like I feel like the first season, every episode's like connected to like
Hmm.
the whole story. This third season, while it does expand and explore the story, I feel like there's still too much going on and like it's not like linear.
Yep.
If that makes sense.
And they're still like when it came to, like the first season, like you didn't know exactly like what they were setting up
Yeah,
entirely, and it was kind of like a murder mystery kind of thing because like and it was also something like where like they presented as like this show where it was be like your typical oh the son of the great hero wants to prove that he's just as good as and capable as his dad, and he wants to live
yeah,
up to him. We're all being like a high school teen. It's got like your Spider-Man stuff in there, and then they end the episode with Omni-Man killing the
or
Temu Justice League,
yeah,
and it's like, dang, what? It gets you hooked instantly, instantly.
it's just fire, bro.
I don't think they'll ever top that.
Uh,
It was
man,
just way too good.
maybe I don't know. I don't want to say for sure, but it's gonna be hard.
Yeah, but I am ready for next season though because I do remember like some stuff that happened from like the little bit I read in the books, and I just know they're gonna go crazy. But Thrag is gonna be an
I'm excited
absolute
for
beast,
Sorry,
bro.
bro. That fresh cut,
He better have that crispy hairline, bro.
not for real, bro. Every time he's on screen, bro, I expect him to be getting a fade for his barber right then and then, right there and then.
They could honestly like meme that shit. Let him get like a lineup, bro. In the Viltrum Empire, bro.
Not for real.
They're the greatest alien race, bro. Like, let's see him get his crispy ass hairline. Let's do it.
Yeah, the
I'm excited
usual
to see more
Thrag.
Battle Beasts.
Yes.
I told Ethan because we talked about it like a little bit before. I completely forgot about the squids. I like how they were doing this like the squid episode so far.
Yeah.
Because they weren't in this season at all. They had like one episode in the first season and then another one in the second one where that he was like corrupting that guy who lived in that apartment.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to see some more because we cut to the sewers and he done like corrupted like a whole ton of the population. He's about to
And then you
invade the
got
city from within, bro. I think that's gonna go crazy.
yeah. Then you got Damien Darkblood pulling up again. Like what?
Yep.
I was trying to figure out like what he's trying to summon though. I don't know if he's talking about Mark at first or if he's talking like something completely different. Like I have no idea
I
what
think
it
he
was
was talking
talking
about
about.
Mark. I think he was talking about Mark.
That's what I was thinking too. But then he said something. I forgot what he said. But I was like, oh yeah, he's got to be talking about something else. I don't know.
Because he talked about like someone who was a good host. I'm like, who would be a better host than the strongest superhero on the planet? I mean, for real.
Yeah, yeah, I can see that.
Um,
I don't know. I think this next season is gonna be pretty good.
yeah, I think it's gonna be. I don't think they're gonna miss. But there was a poll saying which Invincible season is the best, season one, two, or three. I go to the comments. The first comment I see is somebody saying, "Who the fuck picked season two?" Because it had like 2%. I don't care what
Bro.
anyone says. Season two was fucking dog shit, bro. Fuck that season. It never
Okay.
happened. Never happened.
I don't think season two is bad, honestly. I think we're just all over hating it because of the break in between, and then before that, it took forever to drop as well.
I mean, I was looking ahead before the break because we had just gotten the fourth episode, and I'm like, all right, we're like halfway through, and like nothing like crazy has like picked up yet. And I don't like Angstrom Levy. I liked him in this season, but it also pissed me off. And I can let it slide because he's clearly like fucking insane. But
Yeah,
if you hate Invincible, and the sole reason was because like out of all the Invincibles you encountered, they were evil, and you picked the only good one to fuck with. All right, fine. But how are you gonna assemble like the worst of the worst Invincibles to jump the only good one? That's what I don't understand that. I never understood that.
Bro, you just a hater, man. Like honestly,
Like it's crazy because it's like especially because freaking Sinister Mark, which is crazy because people are calling him Cape Vincible, which is disrespectful. But Sinister Mark, he killed the child of one of the Angstrom levies
yeah,
in season two. But he teamed up with him just to jump the good Mark. I'm like, bro,
yeah. Because if I remember correctly, bro, in that big brain of his, he's like all the other ancient levies that have ever existed. So like he knows all their past experiences and everything that each of his has done to them.
yeah, that is true. And then he does blame Invincible Loki for blowing up the machine, even though he was clearly just trying to help. Like, did you see did you watch the Zephyr video?
Yes, yes, it did.
I agree with what he was saying. I'm like, like all these villains are like going after him for stuff that's out of his control. Like I could also like take it
Yeah,
up with Powerplex because
Powerplex.
he was insane. But Zephyr was like, bro, he was the victim. He was the victim in that fight, and he did try to save the some people. Um, and one of the buildings in
Exactly.
Chicago that were falling over. Like this dude Powerplex killed his own wife and son, and then he blamed Invincible for it. Like what the fuck?
Exactly, bro. Bro, like Dylan, the way he has no accountability, bro. That's crazy.
For real, bro.
It's insane to me, man.
We also gotta talk about Adam Eve
Oh yeah. She's pretty
because
hot.
I
No, I'm playing.
I mean you're not wrong because I was watching RDC talk about it, and I think it's the same thing. I mean, I was looking defending her because I'm like, I was only defending like her physical capabilities because like I mean she got her leg slapped and then she got slammed on the ground. Like it makes
Uh,
sense she'll be out for a little bit, but 3 days is kind of crazy. But I don't understand like besides Mark, and she's probably honestly she's probably more OP than Mark, given the nature of her powers.
well, she has the
But she can
potential to be
do
more
fucking
OP.
she can do fucking anything, and she just chooses to make blankets and walls, and that's it. And then so I remember RE2 was talking about it, and then Mark was hyping her up because of the conquest fighting, what she did, and he was like, "All right." He was like, "All right, Eve, where was the rest of that during the rest of the season?" Um, and I think it was I don't know if it was like I think it was either Mark or maybe it was Zephyr. No, it was Mark. No, it wasn't. It wasn't Mark. I think it was Leland. It was somebody in the background. Somebody said, "Yeah, where was she at when if this was getting whooped by his daddy, bro?"
Yeah, not for real, bro.
I'm like, that's actually a good point, bro. That's actually a good point. Where was she when he was getting tossed around the globe? She could have handled Omni Man for real, or at least like a little bit to like let Mark catch a break.
I
But
don't know, bro.
nah,
I feel like
Conquest was going crazy though. Like
not for real, man. Bro's going. Bro was beating the brakes off of everybody.
I used to not fuck with Oliver, but then he kind of grew on me as the season went on, and he slid in for his big bro. He was like, big ass beatdown coming up, kaboom! Got
Bro got
slammed.
put in his
He got
face,
shut up,
dog.
bro. And then when he was stressing him out, bro,
Pause.
Paul was my fault.
Yo,
But you know what I'm
that's
talking about, bro? Where
crazy.
he was like holding him over his head and just pulling him apart, bro. And then he was talking
That
to him
was
and
crazy.
describing what was going on. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, for
Like
real,
he
bro.
shut all of his
This
teeth
dude
too.
was crying on him,
For
bro.
real, bro.
Drinking
I'm
in
like, he's a
tears, drinking
child
the
and he
blood.
didn't give a
Yeah.
shit. And he was like, you know, if Anissa
He
were
a
here,
freak.
she would tell you to accept our empire. I will do no such thing. He was like, I want a reason to to crash out. And then did you peep when Invincible put his head up? He was like,
Not for real,
wait,
bro.
stop. He tried to talk no jutsu his way out of that shit. Congo said, man, shut your ass
Yeah,
up,
it's
bro.
like, no,
Take this
let's
beating,
talk
bro.
about this. Bro said, man, all that talking shit. I'm trying to box.
Mm.
He did box, bro. He got that boy is boxing. Good lord.
Bro, the
I
next
see
time
why
I
they
play
call that
Gang
boy
Beasts,
Conquest, man.
next time I play Gang Beasts, bro, I'm hitting so many Invincible dialogues to Dylan, bro.
Not for real, bro. I'm gonna pump up Dylan like they're ready for my arrival, worm.
I'm gonna pull up on him. I'm gonna like start fighting. I'll be like, pathetic. I wouldn't even keep you as a slave in my empire. And then I'm also gonna hit
Bro,
him with then hit him with the you know that scene where Conquest like went down on one knee, put his hand on her shoulder, he was like, "Hey, get up, come on, you can do it."
yeah,
Like I'm gonna do that to Dylan, bro. I'm gonna do that to Dylan. Like, come on, Dylan, get over
bro,
here, you can do it.
I believe in you.
And, like he
You
was
got
like
this,
that. That's what he said. He's like, "Yeah, you got this." I'm like, he does not got this on my mark. Do not fall for that, bro.
bro. That boy was trolling. Oh my goodness, bro. Bro,
For real, bro.
I'm about to sleep, Dylan, man. I'm gonna pick him up, bro. I'm gonna hit with the "I'm so lonely, Dylan." All the other gang beasts, they don't like me. They fear me. They send me out city to city, taking hoods, claiming sets, conquests. I don't even get a real name. Take it to your grave, and I'll throw
Call
off the
yourself
building.
call yourself Cleat Quest, bro. Cleat Quest.
Cleat quest.
Cleat Quest. Nah, I'm gonna do the same to Dylan, but I'm gonna hold him like hanging off the stage because he's gonna be asleep for a minute. I'm be like, take it to your grave, and then I'm gonna drop him off. I'm gonna hold him with one hand
Yo,
off the edge of that roof, bro. Off the edge of that roof.
bro.
Um, and bro, like
Oh
I was
man.
actually like fucking terrified when Adam Eve like burnt his skin off, and then you cut to Mark, and then he got up right behind him. I was like, he's still alive.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh no. He
I
was
was
like,
like,
this time I'm
whoa.
gonna make sure she's dead. Oh, and then when he freaking he punched her once, and like half her jaw came out. And
That was crazy.
and this dude thinking Arkham Batman with the way he like snapping bones all the time, bro. Didn't he break her hand or her arm or something? And then he broke one of Invincible's legs, and then broke both of
Yeah.
his arms to the point where Invincible had to like freaking headbutt him to death, and he's somehow
Yeah,
still
nah, that,
alive. We were talking about this too, chat. Um, I said normally I agree with Cletus, but him keeping Conquest alive was so fucking stupid. I really
that
hope that's
was
like just his head in there, and like his
nah.
body's like not behind that wall. And then I also
Well,
said
with his
like,
head, I felt they would kept it like in a little vat or like a
yeah,
glass
right, well,
jar or something.
yeah, exactly. But I don't know. Then I told Ethan, I'm like, listen, bro, first Angstrom, and then now Conquest. Like, how the fuck is Mark busting people's faces open? Pause, and they're still alive. There's quite literally
Yeah,
like
it's fucking
craters
crazy.
in their faces.
Yeah, I mean, hey, bro. I mean, those are like his first two times trying to. Well, I'm not sure about Engstrom, but he did try to kill Conquest. So either he just sucks at killing, or those guys are just built different. I don't know.
I think they're just a little different because like and I was glad they exposed that because it's like there's no way that he's gonna like kill Angstrom and then like not like kill again. You know? Because it's kinda like the thing with Batman where he's like he doesn't want to kill because he knows that he'll just like make an excuse.
Yeah,
Every other time and then there'll just be like another one and another one. And he'll go crazy, like the rest of them. Um so I knew straight up he was gonna kill the Immortal in the future, even though he didn't want to, because the Immortal was beating the brakes off of him. I think he was gonna try and fight
but
the twins. So I'm like, yeah,
I think
I
that's like the
I
only
knew he was gonna
screen
do that.
time. That was like the
Fuck the
only screen
Immortal,
time
bro.
Immortal had of him like winning.
Exactly, bro. That's also man, fuck the Immortal, bro. Worst superhero ever. Fuck him and
Bro,
fuck Duplicate.
this dude died, just to revive, to be like, nah, I retired. Bro, we should let you dead then. What's the
For
point of
real.
bringing you back?
Did you see like the memes where people are like in honor of the Immortals um uh um um retiring here's like here's like a playback of all his best feats.
I,
Have you seen those?
I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
Bro, he's so fucking sorry, bro. I hate him. I hate Duplicate. I went just as much as you and Rex did. The bitch was hanging out in a cabin, bro. While Rex like fucking, while Rex got his head, he got not his head blown off because his head was blown, but he got shot in the head.
Man,
Freaking Ray got chewed up inside that other lizard guy. Like, no, fucker. And then R.I.P. my boy Rex. I knew it was gonna happen. The moment he was helping her move, and he said, "Nope, you just stay here, keep going, and I'll be back to help you finish." I'm like, nah, he ain't coming back, bro. He's gonna die. But he went out like a goat.
yeah, not fat. I mean, I look. It was like, maybe he will come back. And then I saw that he was pulling on the Invincibles. Like, yeah, no, he ain't making it back.
And I do not fuck with
I mean,
Robot.
what, like in
I don't
general, or
fuck
like him like changing his
in
name.
general because like I know what he does, and I'm not gonna tell you, but he does like some crazy shit in the comics.
Mm.
And him taking Rex's face and now his name was just the beginning of all this. I don't fuck with Robot at all.
I mean, we do know that like in the future that he does do that. Like in season
True,
two, we
but
saw that like Rex is like in the robot suit.
yeah, but I know they're not like entirely like following like the comic storyline because they're of course doing some stuff different, but I think they're following like Robot's story, and they do some
Yeah,
be some crazy shit.
yeah. I low-key thought Robot was gonna be an op in season one because he was working with like with the
With
Maulers and
the
all
the
that.
Muller twins, yeah.
That- yeah. Yeah, I was like, oh wait, no, never mind. He just wanted like a new body. I guess he's chill, but yeah, I think I did hear some things about him do some crazy shit, but I don't
I
know
can't
enough.
remember. I can't remember if he was like with Monster Girl in the comic or not. I didn't pay that much attention. Like I never read like fully like read an issue. I just like I skimmed because like there's like a website that had like the entire series on there, and I was just like skimming through that, like reading some panels, just because I wanted to check out the story. But they never told us like when like what issue like ended at the first season, and so I think I got like a little too far, and I was like, I'm like, well, I'm already this far, so I might as well just like go forward. But fuck like the actual like comic fans who like spoil shit for the show. It's never happened to me, but
Not for
I've heard
real.
stories of people who get spoiled off that on the internet. It's the same thing with like manga and anime, bro. Like just chill. Uh, yeah, but I know Thrago's gonna go crazy. Even if I didn't read some of the comic panels, just by looking at his hairline, I would have known that he was gonna go crazy.
Oh, homie Thrag, yeah.
Yeah. Um. But yeah, and what made Last Season even better was after about a Glaze Reacher really quick. After I finished Miserable Finale, checked out that episode of Reacher, bro, and I thought I was tripping, so I wanted to check out what other people were saying, and it turns out I wasn't tripping. People were agreeing with me. That might have actually been like the best episode of Reacher in the entire show, the entire 3 seasons. It was probably like the best episode. The shit was so good,
Damn.
so I was happy. So, there's 2 more episodes of Reacher left. I'm gonna be checking those joints out, and that's all I've been really watching lately. It's just Reacher, um, Invincible, and Daredevil. I think The Boys is coming out in May. Final season of The Boys. I might have to look that
Is
up. It's
it
either May or June.
confirmed to be the final?
Yep, season 5 is gonna be the last one. They
Mm,
confirmed it, and then said that and then he said he wanted to do more, and then he confirmed it again that it's gonna be the last one. Because things are
okay,
clumped. They're like,
but
you don't want to like stretch it out like too, like too much.
yeah, yeah.
And even with The Boys, they're doing like they are doing like a lot of stuff like more differently too. Which is good because like there are like some characters and like some storylines that don't translate. Like they were just bad, and like Soldier Boy is like a complete 180 from how he was um in the comics. Same with Black Noir. Um,
in season 3.
I meant like yeah, compare like in the from like the comics to like the actual show.
Oh yeah,
Like Soldier Boy was like a little bitch. I'm not gonna lie.
in the comics.
Um, in the comics, yeah,
Oh yeah, I
he
say,
was
bro, I
more
don't
so
know,
like
man. Yeah,
you
I
remember
think he's
Soldier
pretty tough for
Boy's
the show.
you remember Soldier Boy's like old sidekick that was in like that episode.
Talk about the,
I forgot his actual
I
name,
don't know,
but
little boy.
yeah, that like Soldier Boy in the comics resembled more of like the sidekick than he did.
Uh,
Just like wimpy and whatnot.
Scary, yeah.
I
Dylan,
thought they facts. I thought they said that we had like a release date for season 5.
I haven't heard anything, bro. So I wouldn't know.
But I hope they go crazy on the well no because they did drop the trailer. Or but I hope they go crazy because I wasn't really feeling the fourth season like that.
I don't know. I kind of liked it.
I just
I,
wasn't
I
really.
thought the ending was pretty cool.
Yeah, I like the ending, but like everything before that, I don't know. It just there's just like it was just like a lot of character like not really development, just like character like side character storylines that I didn't like care for. Like I didn't care about Huey and his dad. I didn't care about the stuff going on with Kimiko. I didn't care about Frenchie and his boyfriend, which was
Please,
crazy because, bro, Frenchie told Kimiko that he loved her. She said, "Nah, we just homies," and so they wasted all that time and then made up this new relationship just for him to end up with her anyway.
not for real, bro. Like
Like,
they probably said to check off a box, be like, oh, gay. Nah, I'm playing.
I mean,
That was
maybe, but I
tough.
mean, there was already like a scene where he admitted to being bisexual in like the first season, and it just
Nah,
felt so
you
unnecessary.
can't
And then I also
you can't just tell. You gotta show that shit, bro. And
pause,
he was digging in them. He
pause.
was digging in them.
All right, bro.
My fault, bro.
He was also digging in his parents, bro, the way he killed them. I was actually kind of
Yo,
interested in that, and then they didn't do anything with that. The like, and his boyfriend pissed me off because it's like he should have told you that he killed your parents, and then you're not gonna do anything about that. All right, his boyfriend also kind of looked like Dylan Loki if Dylan was buff.
yeah, Loki.
Um, but yeah, I don't know. I just felt like just like a whole bunch of like unnecessary like filler in the fourth season. The only thing that was interesting were the best two characters in the entire show, which is Butcher and
Okay,
Homelander. I almost called him Omni Man.
my fault.
But yeah, so Butcher getting powers was pretty cool. The stuff with Homelander was also great. Um, I don't really fuck with Starlight that much anymore. I'm not gonna lie, because you remember she was pissed off at Huey for sleeping with that other chick who looked just like her because she looked just like her. But then he realized that it wasn't her, and then he handled business. And then she got mad. I'm like, yeah, he technically cheated, but it's not like he knew. Like, cut him some slack, bro. And
Mm.
I'm tired. She's also like she's just like Adam Eve, bro. She has like one of the most OP powers, and all this bitch does is just light up her eyes.
That's Loki
Like,
facts.
that's supposed to scare somebody, bro. Like, if Starlight lights up her eyes, you're not gonna run away. But if Homelander lights up his eyes, you're gonna run away because that mofo is crazy.
Nah, that- that's facts. That's facts, bro. You can mix it with them lasers.
And like,
Get off that.
I think I told you this, or maybe I told somebody like I was like discussing on social media because a lot of people were feeling the same way. Like it seems like now, like with this season, like they were more because like I'm not saying like they never did like any like crazy shit, you know, in the past because like they do crazy stuff like all the time. But it seems like now they're trying to like was like back then they wanted to do quality storytelling and character development with and then the crazy stuff. But now it just seems like they're trying to like do like more mind blowing stuff than doing like some actual writing. And so the season just felt like filler, just like they wanted to
Yeah,
just like set up
for
to like the final season. But I don't know, like I
um,
wasn't really feeling it. I didn't hate it. I just wasn't feeling it. Like if I were
yeah,
like rewatching like the show again, I would probably skip like a lot of scenes and like a lot of episodes. I don't know
that's fair.
why like they let Huey get essayed Diddy Party style like after his fucking dad died. I thought that was pretty crazy.
I mean, I look, it felt like it was kind of necessary to the plot. No, I'm playing.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I did enjoy that like part because like it was fucking crazy.
But
Like Tech Knight, the Timu Bruce Wayne is the P Diddy
bro,
of the boys universe, bro. Like
Tech
that's
Knight is
crazy.
freak, man. He a
He's a
freak, bro.
web weaver
Even freakier.
for real, bro. And the fact that web weaver was like was gonna actually go through with all that stuff.
Yeah, but shout out to him for his password being Zendaya or his safe word. It's
and
fire.
and shout out Tech Knight's Alfred, bro, because he was trying to help him out. Oh man.
Black Alfred.
Oh, was he black? For real?
Yeah, yeah, he was black.
Oh yeah, I completely forgot. Yeah, I didn't know that. Yeah, shout out Black
Yeah,
Alfred,
it's
bro.
great.
I mean, and for being honest, like the base Alfred might Loki got some black in him without badass he is.
He might. And if he don't, he can still see the N word. It's cool.
In fact, Alfred's
Yeah,
valid.
for real. I forgot
Like if
what I was gonna
Batman's
say.
valid, you gotta let Alfred be valid.
No, it's real. Real gay.
Huh?
No, I'm playing, bro. Uh, then what was I gonna say?
You about to leave soon?
Yeah, I am. So I take my shower. I'll be off in a couple of minutes. Probably like
You wanna watch tomorrow's
1:15. I'll
teachings
probably
video?
get off. But yeah, we can do a quick one.
Bet.
Yeah, yeah.
Have you heard of
I
this
don't
this
remember.
new show called Solo Leveling?
Oh yeah, yeah, it's fire.
Yeah, I've heard it's pretty good. What's it on?
Oh, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I have no idea, bro.
Oh, 'cause I did
I'd
want
be
to check it
pirating
out.
that shit. It's probably on Crunchyroll. Yeah,
Yeah,
I say
we
I.
can watch this one. It's 7 minutes. Kid gets one night stand. You won't believe it.
Yo, what?
And wait, what did the thumbnail say? The thumbnail said, your Riz turns me on.
Oh nah, bro. This shit think he Dylan. My fault, Dylan.
Now I'm moving different. That's my favorite Dylan quote now, bro.
Not for real, bro. He was feeling himself.
Just because he got
He was
a kill
moving
with a
different, if
pistol,
you will.
as I was shooting the guy myself as well. But no, shout out Dylan, bro. He was snapping that round, bro. So I let him have it. I didn't want to kill his fate, but I let him have it, bro. All right.
On
Moving
tomorrow's
different.
He's poor.
Yo,
Your grandpa saw it and she like,
Yeah, bro's tweaking. It's like Ethan for real.
they stay tweaking over there. Man, I don't be tweaking, bro.
Hey, Mifflin! I didn't see you at the food court today, so I had to go hungry. Yeah, we're friends, right?
Get your own money, bro. Get your
Not for
money
real.
up
You a
then.
bum.
Right? Let the living go. Here's snack card. Island's on you, buddy.
Not the
This
snap
dude took
card,
his EBT snap card, bro.
bro. This dude Dylan pulled up to her and saying, "Why am I
oh
being
my
mentioned?"
god, are you okay?
I think.
Dylan only pays attention when his name is dropped. That's crazy.
I think you
Not
have
for
a
real, bro. What the?
concussion. Here,
Who you invited you doing?
Concussions are dangerous.
Wait, what about my book?
Yeah, she kind of
Just
bad.
nearby, okay.
No. Yeah, that loser had a snap card. I saw it in his hand when he was walking away.
Is that your snap card, bro?
OMG, that
Exactly,
is so
bro. I don't know.
funny.
He's trying to like just show out, bro.
That he's never even
Not
opened
for
the
real.
book.
I mean, never even open the book.
You know, I actually think I'm okay. I can walk home alone. It's okay.
Wait,
What's
no.
wrong?
Well, I was just wondering, maybe you'd want to go to dinner?
This is the setup, bro.
Not for real,
Dinner?
bro.
There's no way a
Hardcore
girl is
news.
gonna be this forward,
Like
bro.
a date?
Not for real.
I guess.
Don't fall for
It's
it,
a
bro.
necessity. I guess. Can you tap him up? Oh, my fault.
So, do you want to head back to my place?
Are you serious?
Oh, yeah.
Why would you say it like that? Nah, bro. He's really falling for it, bro.
Wow.
Bro got pegged.
That was amazing.
Why? She looks so unsatisfied, bro.
It was probably like 12 seconds, dog.
He's all out of breath saying, that was amazing.
That was the best. 38 seconds. Dog, that's crazy, man.
Oh, bro. You know it's bad when his hair is messed up and her hair still looks the same.
Nah, facts.
Oh, man.
Stacy.
My brother
I
proposed.
think I love you.
What?
Oh,
The first day?
yeah,
Really,
that's crazy, bro. He need that post-nut clarity to kick in, bro.
Ain't that the dude that just robbed stole his snap card?
Yeah, I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure.
that,
The poor dumb idiot.
Dude, your dick sucks. What's
What?
What?
Oh, you
That's
thought
gay,
you
that's
could
gay as hell,
pull
bro.
that? She's one of my
For real.
side girls. I paid her $30 to do this, dude.
Are you some kind of sick freak and you get off to this stuff?
Oh, this wasn't for me.
Bro is
dude.
Diddy.
I just live streamed you to 45,000 people, Pork and Stacy, right?
What?
Yo.
I saw it and she laughed.
How could you do this?
That's illegal.
Yeah,
You're
what?
poor. I should have made him pay me $40 because that's way too gross.
You're poor.
Damn, bro. Yeah, nah. I kill myself too, Loki. Then.
No, for
Over
real.
the
Or
course
KMS,
of
sorry.
3 weeks, Mifflin's life was
Bro, I would
transformed,
do things to
and
her
he has been
out of
driven
spite
further
and
than
rage.
any person has ever been driven
Oh,
before. His
what do you
family
mean by that?
disowned him,
No,
and
no,
he-
no, no. Wait. Nah. Not like that. But like, like
Are you sure about that? Because I
romance.
do have that thing where like, she ever put her hands in me and be like,
All
I
right,
bet. And
all
then,
right, bro. All right, bro. All right, bro. All right, bro.
at some point, we gotta tell the chat what you said, Ethan. It's been like a
Nah,
year, right?
nah, bro. Nah, bro. We'll just leave it at that. Let's leave it at that, bro.
I don't gotta pull it up anymore, bro. Like I just like lived it so many times, like throwing you. I memorized what you said, bro.
All right, man. Let's finish
Want
the
me?
video so I
You
can
want
take a
you want me to
shower.
type in the chat?
Nah, man. Nah, that's cool.
Are you sure?
I'm cool, bro.
Now, see, now chat's wondering, bro.
Bro, why y'all still on that,
life
bro?
was transformed, and he has been driven
Because
further than any
it's
person
clearly
has ever.
because you say like a lot of out of pocket things, but the fact that you don't want this one to be said means that it was the most out of pocket thing you said ever in your life.
No, I've definitely said worse. I'm pretty sure.
Hey, yo, like what?
I don't know.
You can text it to me if you want.
First of all, nah, I'm not doing that. Second of
Yeah, I was
all,
gonna say, yeah, I was trying to set you up, Loki. I was gonna set you up, Loki. Take a
yeah,
screenshot.
bro. I ain't Mufflin. Also, whose name is Mufflin? Like,
You
what the?
said-
That's a whack ass
Wait,
name.
his name is Mufflin or is it Mifflin?
Mifflin.
Over the course of 3 weeks, Mifflin's life
Yeah,
was
Mifflin.
transformed,
Mifflin.
and he has been
Whose name is
driven
Mifflin,
further than
bro?
any person has
Weak
ever.
ass name.
I'm gonna look it
Gay ass
up.
name.
Just like Dylan. My fault, Dylan.
Mifflin, Dylan. It rhymes.
I looked at the word Mifflin, bro. No wonder he's a nerd, bro. The first thing that popped up as Mifflin was the Mifflin St. George equated calculator.
Bro, what?
It's a calculator that oh, it's a BMR calculator. So like you can like measure your body, I guess, like figure out like your body fat percentage and all sorts of things. That's pretty cool. I mean, this dude don't be doing it, bro. His nerd.
Not for real. He
We
be
got
using it for equations.
Thomas Mifflin, who was an American politician. Mifflin's a county in Pennsylvania. Yeah, this is crazy. Oh, one more thing. The Mifflin Street Block Party, referred to as Mifflin by students, is held annually on the last Saturday of April as a celebration before exams during at the University of Wisconsin Madison.
Sounds kind of
This dude's
fire.
a Diddy party, bro. Like you said, he got
Yo,
Diddy. Oh
that's crazy.
man, this is crazy, bro.
Ever been driven before. His family disowned him, and he
Dang.
dropped out of school unable to show his face anywhere without getting laughed at. His life was over, and he felt there was only one thing left.
Super slide.
Why, Stacy? Why?
Wait!
What the?
Don't do it, Mifflin!
Stacy, what are you doing here?
Do it, Mifflin.
Mifflin, it's true. Dirk paid me to do all that stuff, but the truth is, I really liked my date
No,
with
she
you, and
didn't, bro.
I was wondering maybe
Yeah,
you want to shoot again
she
sometime?
gave him
She's
another 60.
bullshitting, bro.
Stacy?
Nope. Dirk just paid me another $20 to do that. See you later, loser. I gotta go slunk off Dirk.
Hey, yo!
Yeah, that's
Look at her
crazy.
skipping, bro. She's
That's
skipping to
crazy.
go slurp off Dirk, bro. Nah,
I
bro.
mean,
At
she's
that
probably getting
point,
paid for it because she's
I
skipping.
at that point, bro, I'm including her name in my suicide note, bro. My super slide note got me
Nah,
fucked
bro.
up.
I'm
Just that way everybody knows her and Dirk, bro.
I hear with
Dang,
the 45, bro.
she excited, bro. She's still skipping, bro. She skipped out the entire street.
That's crazy.
Dora the Explorer had a.
Oh, they're homeless.
Hey, now y'all poor, bro.
Spun.
Could. If you stayed on that street corner longer.
Well,
Hey,
you
yo.
weren't making any money. Last time you went scrapping was 2 months ago.
2 years ago.
Same difference.
That's crazy.
Oh, the tables have turned.
Mifflin? Is that you?
Huh?
No, I said $14
All right,
million,
Dylan.
not 13.
Yeah, that's Dylan, bro.
Hold on. Some street urchin is yammering at me.
Yammering.
But he jumped off. Didn't he jump? Like, how did he get rich?
That's Mr. Devlin to you, hussy.
Wait,
Hussy.
Mifflin,
Bro,
you
levitated, I
don't
guess.
remember me?
Yeah, me too, man. Don't you remember? We're all pals, man. What do you say about helping an old friend out for old time's sake, eh?
What the? What the? Does he think he Michael Jackson, bro? No, he's not Dylan, bro. Dylan can't dance.
For
He ain't
real.
got no rhythm, bro.
Come on, man, please.
My fault, Dylan.
Goofy ass, bro.
I hate his glasses, bro. His lenses are smaller than his eyes, bro.
God,
For real.
the Lord, is a jealous and avenging God. The Lord takes vengeance and is filled with wrath. Now,
This is the deal that he has rhythm. All right, Dylan.
I will show you mercy.
If you say so, Dylan.
Rubbing the naked.
The fuck?
Take this,
Yo, rats.
both of you. This
Oh, it's
trusty
water.
specialized neurotropic is what made me the man I am today.
Oh, was it the
Drink
freaking
it.
the thing that
And you
Rage
too
was promoting?
will become wildly
The Locked
successful
In.
like I am.
I think they're promoting Locked In, bro. I hope nobody tries that supplement, bro.
I have no
Like,
idea what that is. Never heard of it.
would you remember it was they promote? I think they promoted at one of the end of their videos, but no, but they have like they're promoting like this supplement called Locked In,
That's a
and you can get
crazy
like 10%
name.
off. Like I forget what it is. It's like some sort of supplement, but I'm not trusting any supplement that Tomorrow's Teachings is fucking.
Yeah, low key. I think I'll pass. All right, let's finish this,
Yeah,
bro.
at first they
I
made
gotta
it
go
seem like
soon.
that it was like a freaking. Yeah, it's like it optimizes energy, focus, and testosterone.
Dang.
Oh man, yeah. I'm not trusting nothing from no
In
fucking
truth,
Tomorrow's
that
Teachings.
specialized drink Mifflin bequeathed to his former bullies was actually a vial of medroxyprogesterone acetate, a compound used for chemical castration. His victory was not just
What
swift,
the
Dang.
fuck?
it was total. With a single move, he brought to an end millions of years of evolutionary progress. Their bloodlines were over.
Why are you smiling like that, bro? Looks
For
like
real.
Mr. Crocker, bro.
That's crazy. Oh man.
Shout out Tomorrow's Teachings, bro. Delivering peak content. Although we still waiting for Karen Part 3, bro.
Yeah. I don't know if that's happening anytime soon.
Probably not. Alright, y'all. Let's be the end of the stream. We're gonna see y'all tonight
Yes, sir.
for Split
Fine.
Fiction.
Yeah. Or well, we can do a excuse me. We can do a double stream if you want. We can play something with Dylan, and then we can play some split
Man,
fiction.
fuck Dylan. My
All
fault.
right.
I mean, he just lied to the chat saying that he has rhythm, bro. He lied in the chat.
Yeah, I saw. I saw. All right.
We can put something with Dylan, I guess.
All right. Chat. Well, what you want to see? With us three, and then some split fiction.
All right, that's a good thing
I
because
know.
I think I deleted everything
Dang, bro.
everything. I think yeah, because I had Split Fiction, then I wanted to start playing Red Dead again, but I wanted to be sure I had enough space for Red Dead, so I was like clearing out all the stuff I downloaded, and then I was gonna download something whenever we decided on something.
That's crazy.
Um,
I love people to play that Midnight Murder Club game.
yeah, I actually I do want to. Do you have that like bought right now?
I could buy it.
Does Dylan
Dylan,
have
you
it bought?
down? No. They'll just buy games.
That's right, I forgot. I'm trying to think. What was the last time Dylan ever bought a game, bro?
Grounded. I
He bought
think.
Grounded. I thought that was you.
No.
Oh, that was the first game that Dylan bought in a minute. Then
Yeah, because before that, I honestly couldn't tell you.
I could tell you it was
Well, I miss Wukong. He did buy that, but he ain't play it. Actually, he has played it.
And I
It's
don't think he
awesome.
even he bought that for himself though. Like he
Yeah,
didn't buy it. Like I mean, I'm buying. Like if I ever buy games for myself though, like I'll at least let y'all know that like y'all can download that off my shit. Like I'm gonna buy GTA 6 and Ghost of Yotei, so y'all can download that off of me. Um, but Dylan, I think like the last thing Dylan, I remember Dylan, but I think Dylan bought Sonic Frontiers
yeah.
because I bought Gotham Knights. And I was like, yeah, Dylan, if you want to buy Sonic, yeah, that's right, Dylan bought Sonic Frontiers. But no, I think he also bought something. Let me hop in Dylan's profile really quick just to see what he
That's
bought.
crazy. Party animals is what Red said.
But we
I
haven't
don't
played
know.
Party Animals in a minute.
That is true, but I don't know. I low key do want to run that Midnight Murder Club.
Remember, the switch up is crazy, bro. You asked chat what they want to see, and then now you're like, actually, we're
Yeah,
gonna play
no.
Midnight Murder
Literally, I
Club.
brought it up. I was like, oh snap!
They
I was like,
they they gotta clown you, bro.
I mean, we could do Split Fiction Thursday night instead if you want.
Depends on what time I have work, but I'd rather play it tonight because like I'm invested in that bit.
All right, bet.
Who bought Pac-Man? Did you or Dylan buy Pac-Man?
It was me, but it was free on PlayStation
Oh,
Plus.
word.
Yeah,
Who
fire.
bought Phasmophobia? Was that you or Dylan?
That was me.
I think Dylan also bought it then because it says I can download that off him. I think. Hold on. Maybe they changed up like the UI.
No, it was Dylan. It was
Yep,
Dylan.
it was Dylan. Yep. Okay, so it was
My
Dylan.
fault.
Dylan bought his own copy of Speedrunners because that was when it was like $1.99 back then.
Yeah, mad cheap.
Dylan did Dylan buy Party Animals?
I thought you did, or did I?
That's right. I think it was me.
No, it was me. Because I bought Party Animals, he bought Phasmophobia, and then I think you bought Grounded. Because we all bought like one game.
Yeah.
Something
Maybe
like
I
that.
did buy Party Animals then.
Yeah. But yeah. Well, I'm gonna go take my shower. Then I'll buy Midnight Murder Club, and then we can run that tonight.
I mean, I can like look it up really quick. I mean, how much does it cost? I can probably buy it. Midnight. Well, I can't buy it on Dylan's profile, but I'm just like look it up.
Yeah.
Midnight. What's it like? Is it like what kind of game is it? Is it like a fighting game? Or are we
Looks
talking about?
look looks like an Among Us type game. I don't know how to describe it.
Yeah, that joint's $20. Oh, it just came out.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, that joint's like $20. Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, I can buy that for us. My bonus check came in today.
Don't
I
worry.
got you. So yeah, I could buy that a
All right.
joint. I might also even check out the store, and I'll let y'all know if I buy anything else. I really wanted to buy some stuff like the last savings, but I mean I was getting paid, but I wasn't making like that much. And I don't think they have anything going on crazy this
I can go
sale.
ahead and download it.
You got the PlayStation app, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you can just download it off your app then because or no, because I can't like buy it like directly. I have to because my card doesn't work on there. I have to buy like a gift card online, and that'll take a minute. Sometimes it takes a
Oh.
minute sometimes, like for that bit to give me the code.
Okay, all right. I'll download when I get home.
All right, yeah, that sounds good.
All right. I'll see you later, gang.
All right,
Take off
yep.
shooting it out. Peace out, y'all.
All right, peace.